Hello, good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, or good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. The guy beneath me today is Maff, as usual, actually. Hello, Maff. How you
Hello,
doing?
hello.
Right.
Good. Thank you. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm back from my
Yeah.
travels now, and so sorry about any disruption to the stream schedule and all that kind of thing, but
Just never live it down.
I won't, will I? Anyway, normal service will be resumed now-ish, actually, but anyway, so while I was away, I was at a conference to do with search engine optimization, and it's quite good actually, because it was actually really good. It was a lot to do with AI and stuff, and I thought this is actually still quite relevant to stuff we've been talking about here on the stream, actually, to like Claude. And it was funny, actually, the first talk was all about Claude code, and I was thinking, this is brilliant, this is great, we can talk about this all day long. Anyway, on the second day, there was actually both days there was a prize draw to win what they're called now, Apple AirPod Max headphones, which is a very, very posh headphone set, which I don't know much about, to be honest. Actually, I think, like most Apple products, it's just a thing that's very expensive, isn't it? Anyway, so there was a kind of like a raffle, so you had to scan this QR code. And what actually happened was on the second day, they kind of spun the wheel in the event, and the guy who won it was the actual guy who was arranging the event, and he was the guy giving me the ticket, which was worth about 800 quid. And he said, "Oh, I can't accept it, so spin it again." And I won it. And hang on. So,
you want an 800 quid thing?
Well, no, it's about 300 quid. But
300. Okay. You want a 300 quid thing?
300 quid thing, yeah. AirPods Max. I see my camera.
But they're actual cans. They're not like the little
tampons in your ear.
Things. Fall out of your ears. Yeah.
No, the prop. Yeah. Okay. However, I'm not sure if I've actually left it unsealed because I don't know.
It could be a competition on the live stream, or you could sell them on eBay. That's also a good thing.
I've actually put them on eBay for like quite a high price, and I think I'll do that, and I'll leave it to God, because to be honest, if I was going to buy some posh headphones, I wouldn't buy those. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'd only need to spend.
Would you get open back ones?
Possibly. Is that a good thing to do?
Well, do research it if you do buy some, but yeah, you'll get better sound. It's a broader sound stage, because there's a very much like an audio. I'm not an audiophile or anything like that. I just briefly Googled it, a while back.
It's one of the better something files to be, actually.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, there's some good ones to be. There's some ones that are definitely not good to be. Basically because it's an engineering challenge in a way to have like closed back headphones that obviously just keep the sound within, but then it doesn't give the audio waves much room to move and breathe and things. So they have to like try extra hard with the engineering or audio. What is the word for that? Not really engineering. Audio engineering, but like audioneering, to get a decent sound in a broad sound stage. So whereas open back ones don't have that problem, they can just do whatever they want. So even though you're wearing these things and the sound is being generated there, you can have stuff that sounds like it's coming from all the way over there, and that way as well. And it's very noticeable. It's like these ones they like to include sometimes in the thumbnails are open back. They're my first open back headphones, because before that I was like, well, what's the point of headphones if everyone can hear what you're listening to? But you get better sound than if you're just like listening through speakers, and just yeah, because usually I'm just kind of here doing whatever, and you know, I'm not worried about bothering people in a crowded room. So from that point of view, yeah. They do for people outside, they do kind of mute the sound a bit, so you're not like if you have a conversation, people can't necessarily like hear what the other person is talking about on the headphones. I hear that. Do you remember? Was it Hong Kong Fooey? I don't know where they kind of So one of them would pick up was it Officer Dibble, whatever it was. You hear the sort of sound on the phone,
right?
As the phone shaking. So I'd hear that sort of noise.
Wasn't that Yogi Bear or something?
Oh, it probably was. It's one of the stupid cartoons anyway, just from back in the day. Yeah, there you go. So
cool.
As you asked. Yeah. So
anyway, so long and short, I might sell them on eBay, and anyway, I just think it's the sort of thing. If it was something like a big 32-inch monitor or something, I'd have it and use it. But anyway, I was very grateful for winning it, and I was thinking like anyway. But the thing is, the box is quite big, so I was thinking I can't walk around with that all day, so I have to take it back to my room, So I was staying in a room over the top of a pub, which is about 20 minutes away. So it got to lunchtime, and I kind of went there, and I'd arranged to meet Wiz, the Wizard of Alt, later that day at this other event, and the idea was I was just going to sort of go there, meet him for an hour or so, and then go back for the keynote at the conference, and then just go to the after party there. But I kind of met him. It took a while to find him, actually, because well, literally by the time I'd gone back to my room and then walked back to where the conference was, and where Wiz was really near the hotel where the conference was. So I thought I'd pop in and see him. And it was quite interesting what was going on there, So I kind of just hung around with them, and then we all went down the pub, and there was beer and food paid for by the Solana Foundation. And I thought, okay, well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Is
that why Solana's price is so like in the toilet? Because they're just blowing all their money on free dinners and booze.
I don't know, actually, but there are these kind of there are these Solana grants that you can apply for if you've got like a project and stuff, and this guy here, this guy Cornell, he's called. This guy was had the product that I went to see about, which is called Gito. So I had a good chat with him as well, and made this video here. But I actually really enjoyed myself with these sort of lads who were like young enough to be my children, but it was great. It was great.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Anyway, so Wiz was brilliant. Wiz was really fun to be with and talk to and all that sort of thing. And then this Cornell guy from Gito, he was good. He was kind of the host of the event, if you like. Then I ended up in the pub. I ended up in the pub with this guy called Jeff, who's from this company called River Finance, and they do this kind of thing where it's all to do with sending money abroad, and they do it with like local stable coins or something like that. I don't know, but apparently it's like the cheapest way to send money abroad. So he was quite interesting, and all these people, like they're quite up for like collaborations and coming on the stream and talking about stuff. So I think that was like super worthwhile. So I never actually went back to the SEO conference in the evening. I just stayed in the pub with these.
You're having a better time with the.
I was, and So anyway, but overall, it was a brilliant weekend. I think what was even better was on the way back, my train was cancelled, so it wasn't going to be from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, from Manchester Piccadilly sort of thing. So I went to the station a bit earlier and said, my train's cancelled later. Can I go on an earlier one? So I got on an earlier one. And I got home before I would have left Manchester. So that was cool. Brilliant. And then my brother-in-law was here, and he said, well, did you use a physical ticket or was it with the QR code? And I said, well, I bought the ticket online, but then I collected it from the station, with the collection code thing. And they said, all right, so there's no actual trace of you actually completing the journey by train. And I was like, well, no, not really, because there's no way that the ticket machines can talk to the actual website of the booking of like Great Western Railway or whatever, And it's, well, in that case, you can claim back 100% of your fare. So I've put in a claim to claim back the 72 quid from a train fare. So hopefully I'll get the 72 quid back. I made a point of actually spending very little, spending no money of my own on food. So I just ate free stuff. And I did buy a few beers on Friday night, actually. No, Thursday night and Friday night.
Yeah. But that's part of the course, isn't it?
I'd probably do that anyway.
It's like breathing. Sort of thing you have to do. Yeah.
And then I was staying in this room over the Crown and Anchor pub, which was like 50 quid a night. So I reckon overall, if I can get about 250 quid for the prize I won, I actually made money this weekend.
That's amazing. Yeah.
So I'm quite happy. So
living the high life.
Yeah. So I might have made some money, and also I've got a little bit of content for these 3 videos, which is great fun.
Yeah.
I made some new friends.
It's a social media influencer dream, isn't it? Because I find at the moment, like life is so expensive. If I step out the front door,
it's 100 quid.
I seem to, I spend money, or money. I'm obliged to spend money on something, and it does get expensive just stepping outside. So that's why I tend to just stay indoors as much as possible. It's cheaper. Can't afford to go outside.
No, it seems to walk out the door.
Whereas you're now in the influencer the influencer band, aren't you? So you step outside and make money. So it's the right side of things to be on,
Yeah. And talking to this guy Jeff, actually, he said the thing to do, right, is just set up a website, make it look nice, and call yourself like a crypto venture capitalist sort of an investor sort of thing, and make it look nice. And then just every time there's a crypto event on, just talk to one of the sponsors there and say, oh, hi, I'm coming over to Singapore to have a look at things, and apparently they'll just throw tickets and stuff at you and sort of do everything they can to get you to go there, and
gosh. Is he saying that that's what he basically does, that his website is a shell?
No, he actually does have a proper website, but he was saying like, that's what people do, and they just sort of like, all the guys, there's about 15 people at that show there, and like none of them have ever paid to go to a crypto event, and they, you just sort of bullshit your way into them, and I think
it is a really good point. Yeah, because like if that's the right attitude to have, isn't it? Because if you're going to one of these, if you're paying to go to one of these events, then you're doing something wrong. There's because the people there want to sell to you. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, isn't it? So, there's always got to be a way to actually kind of get to be invited or whatever, and just have your way paid. It's the right way around for sure. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, it was a very fun weekend, and it was good to sort of meet a few people, not spend much money, and get a little bit of content at the same time. Consequently, over the weekend, I didn't do any trading at all. Actually, it's probably just as well, actually, because I wouldn't have been able to keep my eye on it properly. But we should talk about this. Should
we have a quick look at the comments first?
Of course.
And, I mean, because the script, I've set them to scrolling up the screen anyway, so because we've got a lot of people watching. It's brilliant on the different platforms. It's awesome. Thanks so much, everyone who's watching. And I think a fair proportion of you might be bots, but welcome in any case. You're all welcome, human or non-human. we don't discriminate.
No.
Come on in.
We're not robotic.
So, yeah. So yeah, Scotty, ooh, sugar pie, honey bunch, you know that I love you. So my melody has probably now been scraped by some AI model being trained, and will now be part of Gemini music generating or whatever. So you can look forward to that. So Kaz, hello. The crypto travels content looks so. I was thinking that, yeah, it looks so nice and sunny. Like your video with Wiz, for example, it was lovely and sunny.
Oh, it was
like
gorgeous.
Outside and just being brought IPA beers and things.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was like I mean, to me, that's like it's a shame it's just blokes there, but like that kind of situation, having a few beers in the sunshine, talking about stuff I like, is just like the best thing ever. I think it's like I love it.
Yeah,
and it was cool. Manchester, great.
Yeah. So Trump on social truth. What is social truth? Talking like a numpty. Scotty saying Iran has requested a meeting. It will take place tomorrow in Doha. Oh, no, I'm talking like an numpty. Doha? What's Doha? Expect volatility anyway.
It's the capital of Saudi Arabia, I think.
Is it? Okay.
Or it's a big town in Saudi Arabia. Sure. I think so.
I think I should learn to shut up more in sort of revealing my lack of knowledge on things.
Hang on.
So we are living in a totalitarian. I think.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Capital of Qatar. Qatar.
Qatar. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I agree that situation happens a lot, Scotty. Breaking. Michael Saylor's strategy just launched a Bitcoin monetization program that lets the company sell Bitcoin to fund operations. This means strategy can now sell small amounts of Bitcoin to cover its $1.5 billion in yearly dividend payments. A shift from Saylor's long-standing, never sell stance. Yeah. It did look very testosterone. That's a nice way of putting it. Not a sausage fest. It's testosterone dominant. Yeah. Appreciate that, Kaz.
I don't know. I just like it when there's a few girls around. Just a mixture.
Yeah. It's almost like validation in a way, isn't it? It's just like this event isn't just for like the school nerds or whatever. It's Anyway, whatever. Sorry. I've run through the comments now. So
okay.
You were saying, yeah.
I was saying. I'm actually, to be honest, I'm just curious about Bitcoin at the moment because it just sort of started going up a little bit, didn't it? Been looking at these. So I'll turn off Quadzilla for a moment, right? So that's what Bitcoin's doing at the moment. That's a 1 minute time frame there. So
okay.
Don't get too excited. But with Quadzilla, these retracements, they're just they're just unbelievable. I mean, they are like this on most time frames, but the 1 minute is just it's just incredible. So this morning at 6 o'clock, this one started drawing, and that kind of like went up and down, boom, and then popped down to there just at the start of the stream here, and then
that's insane.
Then up it goes, So
even that one within, just above it, that shorter lived one, that played out as well. The price came back down to it and bounced.
Well, they all did,
and in fact came up to that bearish level as well. Bearish retracement.
This one here, this bearish one, boom, and then sort of like wiggled down a little bit. Then you got a super down, so pushed it down a little bit. Boom, that wick came up, did that. It's just it's
the interplay between them, because that midway bullish, like the shorter bullish retracement you got there that completed, in the process of that completing, so it came down, the price went up, but it went up and hit. This is exactly what you were looking at actually, but it hit the the bearish level wicked up to it and dropped down. So it's like from one to there and then to the next, then down to that other bullish retracement, and then up. And that when it started painting now, you can kind of see that the price is going to come down to meet that.
Yeah,
it's going to do the same, up and down, and then probably up again, I would think.
It is. I'm pretty sure of it. Anyway, but the thing I was going to talk about from the thumbnail, I can't be bothered to do the justify your thumbnail, but but that was this STRC thing we were talking about the other day. This is Michael Saylor's stretch product. I mean, even this on the 1 minute is still doing these things as well. It's just, that's incredible. But anyway, but really, you know, this on the daily time frame, that's the okay. So this is the thing that's supposed to be sort of pegged at $100, and it pays interest if it goes below, doesn't it? So he's got to find some money, hasn't he? I think his dividend day is tomorrow as well. So so Michael,
talking off, Scotty just saying strategy says it may sell up to $1.25 billion of Bitcoin. Yikes!
I think he's going to need it.
Got to find it from somewhere.
Yeah, because as I say, the dividends are due tomorrow, I believe. So so there's that.
Probably should have arranged it so that the dividends can be paid in Bitcoin. So at least they would then be transferred. There wouldn't be a sale, and it wouldn't affect the Bitcoin price.
Yeah.
Why didn't they do that?
That's actually quite a clever idea.
Yeah. Then what moves the market? You think?
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
I should send I should post a letter to Michael Saylor at once.
Yeah, send him a fax.
I'll draft it up and send it next week.
Send him a fax. It'd be great. But yeah, but this is MSTR as well, so that's pretty much doing what Bitcoin's doing, isn't it? But that's obviously going to come down here, isn't it? Well, it's probably about time we did some thingy then. Some what's it? Have we done all the comments? I
think so. Yeah.
I feel quite excitable today. Actually, I'm sort of looking to get into a short at some point, which probably was about which probably was about 2 minutes ago. But anyway, let's do this. Right.
Okay. Shall I flip over to my display?
You flip away.
Right here. I just want to very, very quickly mention this, that excuse me, because you mentioned about the like MCP type sort of trading and so on into TradingView from Claude Code. Because over here this is TradingView on there. But this is the Bitcoin 4-year cycle highs and lows indicator that I've put out onto TradingView. It's open source, hence showing the source. So no problem there. But because I wanted to set this up for a Mathtopia video where I would basically be kind of vibe coding some new features to go into the this particular indicator. And then publish them, because I thought it'd be a bit slicker if I was over here saying do this, do that, blah blah blah, typing away, or telling Claude what to do, and then seeing the change happen over here. It's a bit more visual and nice. But So it's weird because Claude Code can access this sort of thing quite easily. You know, it can see exactly what's being drawn. It can see exactly what's being drawn and so on, and this, that, and the other. But when it comes to just editing the scripts by TradingView, it's a bit trickier. So I thought, like, okay, quick little test thing. I told it to add a comment. You know, just put in a comment a bit up here among the comments. Just make sure it can do that. But it's been having all sorts of problems. Gone through so many iterations. And it's asking for me to confirm something or other now. Did surgical insert.py leave a stray line in the script? Blah, blah, blah. And scrolling up, you can kind of see what it's doing. And then my sort of prompts, like, you can kind of tell I'm like trying to remain patient with it. There's no point shouting at an AI. It just doesn't achieve what we would want it to achieve. That, you know, it'll try harder. So like, I've reinstated the script with the Control Z. Full script length is 314 lines. Blah blah blah. But because before that, the same problem happened. The script is basically deleted. Like Claude Code deleted the script down to 15 lines long. It's just this top bit, and the rest of it is just deleted. So it'll get there. So I'll have to, once it's all done and it's figure out how it can reliably do it, then I'll have to tell it to capture that in. I don't think it'll be a skill, a Claude skill, for this. It'll be more just like some knowledge thing that it can use. Maybe it will be a skill, I don't know, but it's not like a specific thing. It's just like tell it to learn, relearn something, some context at the start of an editing session, so we don't have to go through the whole thing like every time. But anyways, that's kind of ongoing. But in the meantime, I just bring that back to like, so let's do the proper things. And yeah, okay. So before I go to like near-term price things, I'll probably just quickly mention about sorry, where are we looking at? So the Bitcoin on the weekly, because I was thinking about like the usual thing, like where's the price going to bottom out, and how much will the price be when, you know, when it bottoms out, and exactly when, and so on. So this, oh, actually, sorry, just switch off the highs and lows thing for now. Yeah, thought I'd just check in on this pattern, which is starting to look a little bit more dubious, maybe. I don't know. So very quick recap on it, which is that yeah, so we reached the top, the cycle top, obviously seems so long ago now, doesn't it? October the 6th, 2025, gosh. But anyway, reached top, dropped 36%, rose a bit, dropped 38%, rose a bit. So therefore we must surely drop about 40%. And that'll probably be the cycle bottom. But I don't know, doing a bit more of this sort of accumulation, just sideways movement, rather than dropping straight down, which is kind of what it did in these previous moves, like that one. Should I draw it? Make it a bit more visual. It's like that was straight down, isn't it? Then that was straight down. This one has been straight down, and then a bit of this, but then carrying on down. Well, a bit more of that as well, and then hopefully. And of course, we've got the whole thing about July probably being a green month, so as in a bullish month. So there's that. June, of course, was actually, if I go to the monthly for a sec, just to show. Let's bring that over so you can see it nicely. Yeah, June. Would you class June as having been negative? I think just have blood. Oh my god!
unless it does something absolutely radical tomorrow, which I don't think it's going
to. It would have something of a mountain to climb, wouldn't it? It'd have to be. I'm only up to 73.6 ish was the very top. Well, yeah, I suppose where it opened 73, just under 73,600. It could, yeah, you're right. It's not going to. So more likely to come down a bit further. So in which case, I did. Well, I suppose actually I deleted one of these just now, but that matches up with a potentially bullish July. This kind of faux candle just here, like oh, come on, I'm trying to move it. I'll just draw a new one. So it could drop down to there to like 50. That'd be something if June closed at 55k. What is it currently at? 60. It's not that far away, is it?
No.
And it did drop to what was it? 58, just above 58. But in any case, so like July, assuming July it does end up being bullish, it could do a bit of that. How far up that goes, don't know. But it's going to be that sort of, guys, we are so back, and early end to the bear market. The naysayers were wrong, blah blah blah, etc. But yeah, it's just looking increasingly likely that we're going to see just the bear market kind of continue down into like September, October, I think still. But in the meantime, so even if July is green, it's going to be a bit like these. That was like March was green, April was green, was well green, that was. So we had like a bunch of technically red months, a couple of green, red, at least one, so it's not outside the, in fact, it's kind of expected, isn't it? We're going to have a bit of a green month for July. Then I suspect just downward pain for like August, September, bang, bang. So that this, in that case, would more come from, is that okay? How many lines did I draw there? Bleeding it. I need to have a word with myself about my craftsmanship of scribbling. So from the top of that one, then might come down some distance, say to there, into this kind of order block, I suppose, and then I'm just going to delete. You just can't rely on scribbles that you've drawn in the past, can you? So there, from that one down. Oh, all right, that's the next month there. So stretch that a bit wide. So yeah, okay. So July, it'll come up to wherever the hell it comes up to. Don't know. Nobody knows. But some number. And from there, then in August, it'll come down. It'll be a red month, I suspect. Down to somewhere. Maybe 55. People will feel like that's got to be the bear market bottom there. 55, that's pretty low. Probable further though. And if it fulfills this, the 36, 38, 40 sort of sequence, then 49 could just drop further, because we've also got the doobity-doo, the 350 weekly SMA kind of lurking around there, and that by then would have probably just come to this line, I would think, which would mark out that. So we could see a bounce off the 350 SMA, marking the bear market mark of that. So and then some scribble to the upside and sideways for a bit, I think, because I think I do remember drawing out before, like, is the bear market bottom going to be kind of like a V? Yeah, bloody hell, there's a scribble. Oh, we're on the, that's why, let's do this a bit. Is it going to be, do it here? Is it going to be a V shape like that? Why the hell would it draw that right on top of our own drawing. That's thanks, TradingView. Anyway, is it going to be that? That's probably about right, actually. Or is it going to be more like that? Which one looks more like a bear's bottom, not a bear bottom?
But bottoms aren't always like what you think they are they? They you know, you don't normally get that V-shaped recovery. It normally goes down and it sort of like carves it out for ages, doesn't it? Sort of. So it is more like the right hand one. The right hand.
Yeah, it probably will be, I think. So in other words, it won't feel like the price has just bottomed out. Everyone will still be in doom and gloom mode, because that's kind of the point, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll feel like
everyone's calling for lower prices.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, both Maff and Wiz both say think bottom will be in September, it seems. Yeah. To be honest, when I saw Wiz say that on your video, I was actually thinking like, yes, he says it as well. So
yeah,
yeah,
I was pleased with that actually. Yeah, so he was saying, what was it, 37,800, wasn't it? That was his target.
37.8. Yeah, that's probably a bit lower than what I was thinking. So because if it's that, oh yeah, it's got my strategy bounced today then. Yeah, good to know. If it would be quite nice if we saw a bit of a bounce today, actually. I think that there is kind of a thingy, isn't it? There's a bit of a relief rally, I think, that's being kind of expected today. In any case, so I think that we could well see that. I was going to draw. What did I come here to draw? Oh yeah, the
bottom.
Is that? Yeah, so that's still in view, isn't it? That, yeah. So yeah, because obviously that's kind of just based on this is what I think might well happen. So that would be 50k, just under 50k. To say 37.8 or something like that. That Wiz said.
37,800. Yeah.
Okay, which is there, isn't it? Yeah, close enough. I don't have the precision that Wiz does, because it wasn't 37,806 or something like that. I think he said.
No, I think his Bitcoin one was fairly sort of bang on a sort of round number, but then his Solana one changed between sips of beer.
Yeah. Okay. But slightly. In any case, that is, what does that line actually line up? I mean, purely on the monthly there. So obviously there was that block that I drew in, which I think it just kind of took in. I must have drawn that on the weekly, I think, but it takes into account various bounces and tops and things. But yeah, so that 37.8, it kind of lines up with like where the price bottoms there. There's also like all of that. It was support back there in 2022. So that actually seems kind of reasonable, and the price also wicked down to it just there. That seems like it could be kind of a plausible thing, although I was slightly moving the mouse up and down to correlate that. I could draw that in as a oops, shoot. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Try again. Rectangle, good. So where's 37.8? It was that one, wasn't it? So from there, oh no, it's 39. Where was it?
What?
Lost it now. Let me go. Was it that wick? I think it was, isn't it? That's 39 though. Sorry, I've slightly lost the plot just for a moment. Okay. Bear with me.
That's all right. Breathe deeply.
So let me just draw. It's down there, isn't it? Of course. 37.8 ish. I'm just going to draw in that, the marker. coordinates 37 800. Let's do it that way. Okay, and so I just need to click on the thing over here. That's okay. So yeah, add text as well. Just put the Wiz Predictatron. So that is locked in, and okay. I mean, there's a bit of support. Yeah, the price. So there is kind of resistance, virtually. I mean, so there definite support level across there back in 2022 again, and the price did kind of, it wiggled around it a bit there, came down to it again there. So I can sort of see that being a realistic sort of thing. So
sorry, I was gonna say to Space Cat. He said, "Hello, everyone." For some reason, YouTube doesn't show any of my messages. Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay. Well, that is kind of proof that that's not the case.
Well, except he posted that on X. I think he's saying if he posts it on YouTube.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I've no idea actually. I was wondering what you think about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Since
what you're
the last
posting. Should be all right.
But I have to have a look at the moderation settings on there, because it's probably set to moderate. We could maybe just set it to, like, no auto moderation.
I'll have a look.
And then just deal with it when the spam starts flowing in. So,
I'll have a look.
Or like a little experiment.
Okay. So I didn't actually read your things. So it's definite confluence there. Yeah.
So there's defo confluence there at that level for something. Yeah, I think so. It is kind of showing as that. We could kind of look at it also in terms of what other just things can we draw in. Just to put in a fib. It's kind of like my favorite go-to be honest, the fib retracement. But if I go to maybe there, that was kind of where it all started, wasn't it? Obviously let's do it proper. Like, so the actual, the last bear market bottom was pretty much that, isn't it? 15-ish K. Let's do it from there. Up to the top, which is there, close enough for our purposes. Got too many lines now. Do that so you can kind of see which ones are which. The 0.236 is at 42. Is it 42? Close enough. Yeah, 42K. In which case, it's essentially pretty close, I think, to what Wiz is saying. Is 37.8. We could also so yeah, I think that, because that'll bring us down to the 0.236 of the fib retracement. So we've had the up, then the retracing down on each of these levels, the fib levels. So we could also bring in not the VRVP, the Bitcoin cycle highs and lows thing to remind us of its prediction, which was actually, let me just check the settings on that. So excuse me. Excuse me again. Sorry. Yeah, that's on. So for the dates predictor, weighted average, that seems to be the one that works out. The price predictor, Fibonacci extension decay, also seems like kind of the one. And we're not ignoring the 2011 cycle. Should be okay. That's predicting 39K for the cycle low, and that's based on a thing of the was it Fibonacci decay? I think it was of based on the previous lows, sort of from the point of view of like, so if we got diminishing returns to the upside, there seems to be a similar thing happening to the downside as well. Just so I guess what it works out, or what it kind of means, more or less, is that the distance in percent between the each high and subsequent low is reducing each time by some amount, which if we go with a Fibonacci type decay thing algorithm, then that's what it works out as, 69.139. Maybe we could back test that a little bit. I think if we go to one back test, and so that's that. Go back to another one. So that now it's back testing the previous cycle low. So it predicted the Fibonacci extension decay. Sorry, clicked on the wrong thing. Predicted $14,238 as the previous cycle low. It's pretty close, isn't it? Wowee. So and that's with less data. Remember, this is less one cycle's worth of data. So based on that, well, also the date. Do you want to see? It predicted the date of the last cycle low as being the 24th of October 2022. Let's remove the back tests. So the actual one was the 21st and 15k. So that's as close as damn it, really, isn't it? So in which case its prediction of 28th of September and $39,100 is probably not to be sneezed at. I think that's probably going to work out very, very close. It's also very close to Wiz's prediction, to be fair, and it's a long way from what this kind of slightly clunky predictor is predicting. I mean, I do actually think it's going to wick well below this in any case. It could be the sort of thing where it does that, or a bit lower. It's kind of what I was really trying to get at there. If it's going to be to there, then don't know. Then the angles are wrong, but still. So yeah, don't know. Well, I do. I mean, well, nobody knows, but I've got a pretty good notion that that's going to be the bear market bottom. Mark that in your calendars. That be that price. So should we go to a lower time frame for a quick look?
Yeah, sure.
Righty-hoo. Let's go to a different chart. I've vandalized, defaced that chart a bit.
Yeah, I did actually do a little short, actually, sort of from 60,700.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all right. Just after that little pump that we had when we were talking about something. Sorry, it's not a big position. It's just
sure. Yeah,
just playing about. But anyway, so yeah, I am currently
just a
short.
whiplash. We go from the weekly to the hourly. Say, I was going to go to 12 minutes, but that'd be crazy talk. So, so where did you go short? What price?
6702.
Okay. Should I add in a thing for that? Let's put it over here.
And that was mainly because we had the red bars on Quadzilla on the 1 minute and also on the 3 minute. I didn't,
you like at the top of that wick.
Yeah,
you short.
That was also as well. I mean, what I was talking to Mr. Delta this morning, who I don't know if he's here or not, but he was saying he's got this kind of policy now that he'll only enter a trade when it's outside the limits of the previous day's highs and lows. So the previous like yesterday's high was 60,400. So when it went above there, and I had red backgrounds on the 1 minute and 3 minute, I actually thought that's probably quite a good place for a short. And
yeah,
and it's actually come down quite nicely, actually.
So just to run that by me again, if you don't mind. Just so he'll only enter a short, for example, if it's outside of today's. In other words, if it's higher than anything the price has gone to today.
No, yesterday.
Is that it?
No,
yesterday. Oh, yesterday. Sorry. Okay.
So basically, looking at yesterday's daily candles, or daily candle rather. So literally looking from the top of that. Let me just change mine. Check I'm not talking rubbish. I don't think I am. So I drew a little box on my chart, you see, which is why I was thinking that's quite handy.
Sure. So yesterday, so the absolute top and bottom of it.
Yeah. So on my particular chart I'm looking at, which is a ByBit chart, so I've got the top at around 60,430 something, and the bottom around about 58,770 or something like that. So is that about what you're seeing there?
So yesterday was a red day in any case, isn't it? So the absolute high was 60,473 yesterday.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah.
Okay. Then, so 6,473. So if we go drop back to the, you're going to say?
Oh, and the bottom was like 58,770 or something like that.
Okay. So if you're going to try and long the bounce when it gets there.
Yeah. When it gets outside that range. So it basically went outside that range just as we started the stream at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we got a red background on the 1 minute Quadzilla and also the 3 minute as well. So I thought that was a reasonable entry place. So that's what I did.
Yeah. Was that back? Is it back here? Was it that one? 120. It's about half an hour ago ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice, actually. So pretty much there. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was only doing it with. Unfortunately, I was only doing it with $62 actually, but anyway, but I did it on 20x leverage, so I'm $16 up.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. That'll go towards your fund to buy the headphones you actually want.
Well, I've kind of got the ones. I've got some that I travel with, but they're only Sony 20 quid ones, but they're great.
Sure.
Anyway,
yeah, they do the job.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So okay, I mean, so still on the 1 minute, obviously, but interesting. So it drops well below that retracement level, but that's painting at step 3 at the moment. So it's kind of what you want to see, really. So if that has bottomed out there, it seems like a potential place it might have, because we've also got that there. I've drawn that a bit sort of oddly, but say there. So that the price is just fully retraced, isn't it? Come back to that level, completed that structure, and just bounced up from it. That was a lower low, lower low. Yeah. I don't know if it's just going to suddenly now just react and head to the upside.
Yeah, as it's so small, I'm tempted to just close it and then just do it again.
Yeah, because I think it's pretty likely at some point soon it's going to come back to that level, which is 60,193 and 194, and when it does, after doing a bit of this sort of thing or whatever, when it does, it'll probably go at least up to there, to that one. That makes sense. So it'll fulfill this sort of hit the step 3 of the bullish retracement and go further up. Then it'll bounce. It'll complete the step 2 of that bearish, maybe wick above it, and then back down to somewhere. So yeah, that's quite a likely thing. So in other words, it would be kind of, say if it did that straight away, do that, just smash straight through that line, and then that, and then somewhere, I don't know, just extending that line for dramatic effect, but up through there essentially, and up through that one. So
there you go, I've closed it.
See, you closed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's carrying on up. A significant thing as well is because it moved its way above the 9 EMA, and it's not really showing signs of wanting to just come back down below the 9 EMA. So it's like it might kind of, or rather 9 EMA might ride the price to the upside somewhat, unless something else just distinctly shows up that it could head back down. There's the convergence band on Quadzilla. It's kind of showing that there's still upside there potentially, because it's the fastest moving of the momentum oscillators on there has already kind of reached up into overbought, but the rest of the oscillators are still kind of puffing along and a bit slow to catch up. It's ranging a bit now potentially. We're still just looking at this on the 1 minute, obviously, but let's give it a slightly clearer picture there. It's toying with the 9 EMA. That's a confirmation, actually. If it just drops below it now, it's going to head down. If it manages to get back above, then so it's on a knife edge right now. Bitcoin is on a knife edge on the 1 minute. It might just confound us and then send that. It feels like it's going to drop, doesn't it? It seems like it's going to drop.
There you go. I just posted it in the Discord. In the winning trade. That's all right. She was open for 37 minutes. That trade made 23%. That's not bad, is it?
Lovely. Yeah. Nice little earner. It doesn't know what it wants to do, does it? Is that kind of? I mean, behind the scenes, there must be so much buying and selling going on. It did head to this. Okay, so it's reclaims the 9 EMA, and likely to carry on then doing that. Moves it over, actually. Yeah, there you go. So next step is obviously the 21 EMA. If we can get above there, but I wonder, are we going to see that sort of thing now? Like candles to the upside.
Yeah,
we could have a look at, if we go to the 12, see.
Yeah,
and yeah. Oops.
It's a bit nothing. It's a bit nothingy at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's running out of steam. Like on the 12, look at the difference of what the momentum oscillator is doing there. So like the 1 minute kind of like bounciness of it. It as soon as you get to a higher time frame, it's like, well, yeah, it's not going to last that. That's suggesting just downside, I think. It's what little amount of a trend there was there. It's broken that trend, the sort of downside trend. Let's have a look on the 30. I'm told it's bad practice to flip between lots of time frames and things, because then it kind of lose track a bit of what we're looking for, what we're hoping to gain by doing that. Then it's more like a needle just scudding along the top of a record, not finding its groove. So like Are we planning?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. If you're looking for like, you know, sort of bigger sort of day trades, you know, bigger swingy moves sort of things. But but I mean, you know, that thing I did there, that was mainly me once again just looking at my 1, 3, and 12-minute thing at the same time.
Yeah.
But I'm only ever looking for like scalps with that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, I think that's kind of different though, when you're, because you've got a specific thing in mind, haven't you, that you're looking for. So you know, you've got a plan with those 3 time frames. Versus like, you know, I can't really see anything on the 1 minute. Let's try the 12. Let's try the 30, and that kind of thing. Because then you totally then end up kind of like losing track of like what sort of trade am I even like trying to plan here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So it's gone up. Well, I was rambling a bit. Interesting. What was that? That line was your short entry, wasn't it, which you've now closed down there?
Yeah.
Nice. This was some line or other, wasn't it? I can't remember what that was. But anyway, but whatever line it was, the price is kind of, it's there, isn't it? Yeah, it's right on it. Just go back to the 1 minute. It's a bit more dramatic. Could bring in the 12-minute retracements, I think, if there are any. I don't think there were actually, but still. Any 45s down here on the 1 minute? No. Okay. We'd have to be looking at the other way around on a higher time frame, I think.
I think.
Anyway,
I think Solana might be the next one for a short, actually.
Show a quick look. I haven't looked at the Solana chart for a while.
Well, it's been quite bad.
Oh, look at that! Wow, that played out rather nice. So on here we do have. So it's still on the 1 minute. We do have a 12-minute retracement showing up here, and that's kind of lined up with this retracement, this 1 minute retracement. Oh no, sorry, that's another 12-minute retracement actually. So to keep in mind, this is where these can come in handy when you're scalping, or just some time frame, looking at what's going on the higher time frames when these show up. So that one's amazing. It's very much just like, oh hey, when the price is down here, it starts drawing at the arrowhead from that point onwards. So it's like, oh hey, the price is going to wick down. It's going to wick up to this level, and then it's going to drop down further. So, whoop, up, and it goes. So kind of perfect.
Is this still surprising you, these retracement levels?
Every time. This is, yeah. How does it know? You know, like that one, amazing. It's like up here, kind of like, oh hey, the price, and that one is also kind of confirmed by that super down, really. But oh hey, the price somewhere, it's going to top out somewhere up here, then it's going to wick down to here, and then head to the upside. Whoop, there it goes. Same sort of thing. I suppose what this didn't really tell you is like when it's going to top out, but it's just like a 90% plus probability that it will top out and then come back down to this level and head to the upside. So and that's the value of it. It's the extremely high probabilities, I think.
Yeah.
So, and anyone watching who's wondering what these are, they're retracement levels that you can find in the Quadzilla indicator. And I haven't really done this yet, so I'll just nip over to not that. Oh yeah, check out maftopia.com, by the way, and get subscribed to Maftopia.
I've noticed you've got like nearly 2,500 subscribers now.
Yeah, it's going really well, surprisingly. So, but I was going to quickly mention that. So if you want those retracement levels, get Quadzilla. It's so on the monthly plan, it's 80 quid a month, and honestly, that will pay for itself very, very quickly, like in the first trade or two, I'd imagine, because it just gives you the entry and exit levels. It just hits the levels, you know. I was going to say every time, but like 90+% of the time, it's got a built-in stats module, so you can look at each one on a particular chart, time frame, etc. On the early plan, it works out at 60 quid a month, pounds a month, and some approximate equivalent in euros and US dollars. So that. But yeah, let me just do this for a sec. Sorry, if it lets me. I'll be right back. Just a sec. Just need to zap a thing. There you go. And yeah, so bringing that back. So yeah, essentially, was that when they last time we looked at that? I'm not sure. So there's a couple of days ago that I put out this one, the secret rule that built your brain from a single brain cell. That's worth checking out, because I've started this kind of new format of just like reacting to a particular science or technology article, and adding my 2 cents as we go along. So it's like there's some pre-research done that I do on that, so I'm adding value to it as well. But then just the idea is I can just knock these out a lot quicker and do like one every day or two, rather than like one a week or whatever. So there's that one. I've also I finally, as far as the shorts go, finally cracked it with actually Claude code. Again, it's something that's been working incredibly well for that. One of these more like long form videos, I point Claude code at that I've now got a set of Claude skills that I just told it to go and create once it got it, you know, sorted out down to a T. And so I can tell it to just look at a long form video, and then funny how that one got the most views, 1,000 views. I was like, oh, I can't think why, but
which one?
In any case, sorry,
which one was it?
This one for some reason got 1,000 views, whereas the others are like in the hundreds or occasionally the tens. 402 on that one. Wow. Okay. But I can't think why this one got so many views. Why would so many people be interested in a device about water? You know. And anyway, so for these, the Claude skill can now basically go through the video and decide. It makes a judgment on good shorts to extract. So it extracts like 2 or 3 from each long form video, and just puts it all together. Like, you know, figures out where to place it, because the aspect ratio changes from the 16:9, obviously, to the sort of phone screen size 9:16. For the shorts. So it figures it all out, puts things in the right places, and also checks the text. So if I'm reading from an article, it does some OCR on the text and says like, okay, you're reading from this column here, so I'll extract that and put that there. And then if I switch to a different column halfway through, it kind of keeps it notices that and keeps that. So literally just like tell it. It's like /shorts, I think, pointed at a particular long form video, and it just goes off and does it, and then pow, I've got like 3 shorts ready to upload into YouTube, along with like titles and descriptions and recommended tags and all of the things. So I've got a whole bunch of those like scheduled within YouTube now to release like one each day. So that's nice.
I want to do that.
You should, yeah. I'll if you want to at some point after this or later or whatever,
okay,
you know, I could sort of share that, because these live streams, it could just kind of go and do that, just extract a bunch of stuff, and it could turn them into 10-minute videos. Like there was something from last week where I think Kaz asked about some aspect of Quadzilla, and then we were talking about that for probably 5, 10, at least maybe 10 minutes. So it would, like that sort of thing, it would pick out. Then you got like a 10-minute instructional video on Quadzilla, and it could pick. You could tell it to remove all the ums and the pauses and things as well, and be smart about it. And it's insane.
That'll cut it down by about 90%.
Well, that's kind of the point. It makes it's like auto snappy. It'll make them very snappy. So
that's brilliant. Just for information, by the way, sort of so Solana's just going up a little bit at the moment. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, crikey, we were going to look at Solana, weren't we? Slight digression. Sorry about that.
No, that sounds really cool about the short making thing. Yeah, because I was talking to a lot of people, because so much of this is about SEO, you know, and I was talking to a lot of people like that on Thursday and Friday, and it's definitely the short form stuff that's actually getting things popular, you know, even if that's not what people get the most value out of.
Yeah, I mean those are things that, like, just to very quickly go back to it, these it is weird. So yeah, because I'm getting good views just on the shorts. I'm not promoting them or anything like that. It's just like I mean, yeah, I think Space Cat, you may have hit the nail on the head there. But surely not. I have better faith in humanity than that. But yeah, it's so like this one, 402 views, just like organically is organic views. That one is only 63. That's rubbish. But even so, so I think with that it worked because it's like brain cells face the same existential question or questions as your brain was a full thing, pretty much. That you do, sorry. Brain cells face the same existential question you do. That got people clicking through to it. It takes a single brain cell to build an entire brain. Not so much. So there's always room for improvement. Like what captures people wanting them to click through. The title makes such a big difference, and because it's so often truncated, it kind of has to be in the first few words, really, the bit that kind of gets people wanting to click on through. Then the thumbnail is always a bit with shorts. It kind of just, it doesn't allow you to upload a thumbnail. You kind of have to you know, go with some excerpt from the short, but then on the YouTube app you can go in and edit it and choose a different freeze frame from the short, like what I did there, to try and make it a bit more interesting. But look at that, I may as well just left it like that. But in any case, so obviously I selected a freeze frame for that one, thinking that it might work. Anyway, we were looking at Solana, weren't we? Sorry. So yeah, Solana on the 1 minute. So pumped. That potentially is a bull flag continuation pattern. Jump, 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 maybe. What do you think? Usual thing. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, continuation. As long as it stays above the 9 EMA, I think it'll be good. I think if it comes down, if it starts to threaten the 9 EMA, starts to menace the 9 EMA, then start to get a bit cautious about it. But in the meantime, yeah, as long as it's above that, probably there's a good probability that it'll carry on to the upside, I think.
Yeah, I know Wiz was talking about, because I said, is it too late to short Solana? And he said, I think he was saying looking up in like the area of like about $76. I'm guessing he's probably looking at the high of Monday the 15th of June, something like that.
Okay.
Like sweep. I guess that's what he's thinking of.
What's going on there? Oh, I've got all these. Okay, 12-minute retracements on the 4-hour charts. Were these just when did I ever draw these in on Solana? I'm going to delete all my old. That's better. Can see. And maybe these I'll take out the SMAs. Quite a lot of them on there. Okay, that's a bit better. So yeah, 4-hour good retracement level on $85. Can't quite believe that Solana's come down all this. Wait, I mean, yeah, it's a bear market, so maybe I can believe it.
I know, it was like
from where it was, how the mighty have fallen.
I know.
But that level there, it's kind of, I should do that. It's been kind of well placed throughout there. Maybe that. Probably that. So, and then this could probably be redrawn. I think so it's maybe not quite the thing. Maybe there, ish. There's probably more of a range just there than a level, to be honest. But in any case, that level there, price dropped below it, and then that was resistance. Not far below it was support. In any case, but so in fact, to make that a bit more meaningful, you could even like skewer that a bit, just looking at that where it is ranging a bit there, and then in fact that ties in with that retracing level there and that one there. So bit of confluence there, and seems like it's gonna head up a bit more on the oscillator. It's still kind of not actually up into overbought just yet. That retracement level still on the 4-hour, that would have marked out a lovely long to take just there. It's like from there up to the top, if you happen to perfectly time that top, would have been, well, 6.2% long from there up. Would have been rather nice. In fact, that bounced off the 21 EMA, just walloped it back down. The 21 had crossed above the 55 and continues to be above that. So that's, yeah, still trending to the upside, isn't it? Got a way to go.
Yeah.
So what price did you say? 75 that Wiz had said?
76, I think he said. He gave a range. I got a feeling it was something like 76 to 78 or something, or it was 74 to, yeah, I can't remember.
Because 76 marks out that top just there. Yeah. So if it was 76 up to about 78, for whatever reason, can't really tell from this, but if you said about 78, then up into that, for whatever reason, you know, up into that sort of range. There's probably fair value gaps and things in here that could be picked out as well. So I bet there'll be a video about existential crisis in Maftopia sooner or later. And one, yeah, I think that'll happen probably sooner than you might expect. Actually, Scotty, hello, JMO, but everyone on crypto should hold some. What's JMO? Just my opinion. Okay, so a bit slow. But everyone on crypto should hold some Monero. I think you're absolutely right. That is just your opinion. I think you're absolutely right that people should hold some Monero. And because oh, sorry, was it one for? Been looking on Sol for a possible short. Currently in strong green candles on the 4-hour and the daily. Yeah. So I think it'll come up to potentially up to there and come down, but then it might do a bit of that for however long, and then Wiz's range kind of sort of this whatever, you know, might be similar. On the daily, I wonder why it's okay. That, yeah, interesting. So that retracement level there, the bearish one on the daily, 86, it's pretty close to the one that we saw on the 4-hour, which was 85. So virtually in agreement on that between the 4-hour and the daily. If I just switch on the so I haven't done this for a while, probably gonna need to wrap up pretty soon actually.
Yeah,
but if I show the retracement channels, so these mark out where there's some relationship between this bullish retracement level down here and some bearish retracement level above, and also it marks out the 50% level, the fair value kind of level, but also kind of a range along there. And funnily enough, yeah, the 50% level here is kind of marked out. So it was that price top just there, and also coming along just there, and virtually that line. I think this is the one that I moved. Oh no, this is the one I moved down slightly. But yeah, so this one, and then not far above it is the Wiz range, as we shall probably now call it. So, and then because there was also this bullish retracement line level just drawn there up to that same bearish one, the 50% of that pretty much marks out the top of that range. So it's like this one marks out the bottom of the range between there and there. This one between, where the hell did it go? Okay, yeah, sorry, it's just hidden in there. Between that one and that one marks out the top of the range there. So we got bottom of the range, top of the range. So if I was to do that down to there, we'll get a broader range. But you know, it's so just to show really that you can also mark these out using these retracement channels within Quadzilla as well, and that gives you a fairly decent sort of level to aim for. So if the price were to break above that range, is to sort of come up and then do that, boink, and then maybe that, you would well expect it to then get up to this level, sort of thing, and then don't. Well, probably that from there. If it comes up into this range and rejects, then that's basically the top. So that the moment it, having entered this range, the moment it breaks down below it, that would mark out the top. I think, and we'd just see downside for a fair old while after that. So that would act as confirmation, I think, of whether to long from up here or whether to long from whether to short from up here or whether to short from as soon as it breaks down below that range, having entered it. Hope that makes sense. So I think I'm fairly sure that what it's saying is if the price comes up into this range and then breaks above that range, then you'd expect the price very likely to come out to here and then aim to short from that level, 85, as soon as it starts coming down. So that's one scenario, the breaky above that range. The other scenario is if it comes into this range but then breaks down below it, then that's the short. So the level to short from once it's broken below. So cool. Then that kind of ties in, I think, with the Wiz range. It's pretty much 76 up to 78. If that's what are you saying?
I can't remember exactly. Actually, I need to check that actually. And sure. You can adjust your chart accordingly.
Different.
Yeah. Just we're actually only 3 minutes from the market open. Actually, have you got to go?
Okay, probably wait 3 minutes. 3 minutes. How much harm 3 minutes do possibly do? So at 2:30 on that vid, just check. Oh, what is this? Oh, he said a low range in the vid. He said 72 to 73. But yeah, I think you're right. He was drunk. Don't listen to him. It's a drink. It's the IPA talking.
Is that what he said? 72 to 73.
Yeah, we're there now, aren't we? We're above it.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay, so in which case, yeah, forget all of that.
Wiz, just go
short. Yeah. Plus, yeah, you're absolutely right. Not financial advice, any of that. A lot of this is tongue in cheek and just kind of. I shouldn't play it down too much.
Actually, I'm just going to do this. Hang on. Please note that this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Any information or opinions provided are not guaranteed to be accurate or complete. Always conduct your own research before making any financial decisions. A full legal disclaimer is in the description of each video and live stream. Yeah, because what's his name? Crypto Jack. Apparently, they've gone after him, and he's had to remove all his content.
Okay.
So yeah, I might make a habit of doing that every day.
Yeah, maybe in the intro, just have a line that's I think it'd be a quick one.
That isn't very long.
Just like not financial advice or something. Nothing. The usual thing. Just like a line. Do we have a spinning marquee thing we can add in banners?
We could probably do
2:30, isn't it? Oh, look what the price is doing.
We should have a ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Oh yeah, that might be stealing that from some other channel.
The channel that I was associated with. There you go.
Yeah. I think I prefer that actually.
So Dave's bell, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, look what I did there. Look what I did. So I would view that as a resounding success because the scenario I think was that it might go up to there. It didn't reach up to that retracing level, but it reached up to this one for definite, and so it reached up to this bullish retracement level as predicted, and I would have kind of wanted it to head further up, to be honest, but still it reached it. That's coming back up. Oh, it's doing the US Open shenanigans, isn't it? Violently to downside and violently to the upside, and I wonder if it ends up just. I actually quite like that comment. The most British sound ever. Sounds like mixing the tea.
It was a biro in a pint glass, actually.
Okay, yeah, it was very very like kind of stirring at the tea,
essentially.
Ding, ding, with a tea
pint glass biro like that. You think?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, I was about to drink some of this. I should play the jingle in a sec. Although the Bitcoin price is a bit more riveting at the moment, I think, than what's in my tea jar today, my specimen jar. That's amazing.
Have you seen it on the 1 minute?
That same retracement level, like perfection-y thing.
Did a brilliant one on the 1 minute as well. That just just literally straight wick down, back up.
Yeah,
brilliant.
So actually, let's delete that line so you can see more of what's going on. The channels as well, the retracement channels have kind of worked out pretty nicely for that, because that, as it turned out, that 50% level, the fair value level in that retracement channel, was exactly where the price kind of turned and headed down. So gosh, that's amazing. So yeah, in fact, that as I say, in that retracement level too, it just carried on being relevant. It's been like resistance all the way along. So that's still a price that Bitcoin would have to break above, I think, to smash on through. So we are still sure. We are still kind of waiting an expected relief rally today. It's not a guarantee it's going to happen, but still, when did that start? When was 230? Oh, you know what? That's interesting. So that kind of move to the downside was just before the 230 start. US start. So it was really the upside move. That initial upside move was the US just getting back into the driver's seat. So it kind of did that, and then coming back down. I wonder if there's stats on the prevailing direction for the day for the US market. Is it usually, because it often just does that sort of thing, whichever direction it goes. Sharp move to the downside, sharp move to the upside, sharp move to the downside, and continue. Or it does the other way around, meet sort of thing. So I wonder if there's stats. So if the prevailing direction ends up being kind of that initial sharp move direction.
Can you look at something like? I mean, obviously, you're looking at the normal market. So I know other people have looked at things like the Nasdaq and things like that, but surely that just starts at 230, doesn't it, or does it not? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I don't know.
True working class cover. That sounds about right, actually. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. It's a really funny Claude AI story. Was I use Claude to be my accountant, if you like. So for example, on the Manchester trip, that was technically a business trip sort of thing. So
yeah.
So that means that like meals and that sort of thing is technically you don't have to pay the tax on that bit of the income, So on the final day, and I was leaving, and I was staying in a room over a pub. I noticed they do like breakfast on Saturday and Sunday. So, and also you get 25% off if you're a resident. So I kind of popped down and I asked what time I had to check out, and she said like 11. It was about 10:30 at the time. And I said, "Oh, great! I may as well have breakfast," So I'd like a sort of English breakfast, bacon and eggs and all that sort of thing.
Yeah,
and it was quite a good price, and he said, "Do you want a drink?" And I thought, well, I've just had a cup of tea, so I thought I'll just have a pint. So I had a pint of bitter, and
what time was that?
About 10:30.
Okay.
In the morning. But I was thinking all I've got to do is sit on a train all day, So, and I just had a cup of tea, So I kind of I got my receipt and I took a photo of it and I put it into Claude on my phone and say, can you add that to my expenses, And he said, like, yes, sure, sustenance with your Manchester trip, no problem at all. I can add that. Just one question though. The receipt includes a pint of bitter. Alcohol is a very grey area with HMRC. Was that part of your meal? And I was like, stop judging me, you bastard, And I said, yes, it was part of the meal, And I thought, is it supposed to be judgmental like that, Or I don't know.
Yeah. So some AIs are worse than others for that, aren't they?
Yeah. You're not having beer for your breakfast.
Yeah. So I remember. I think it was actually Claude, but a few years ago, because for some novel story that I was attempting to write at the time, because I needed to research about this coal miner and what's basically coal, because like his mouth is getting filled with coal dust and that sort of thing, and just like, what does it taste of? And then suddenly thought, what does coal actually taste of? Because I haven't exactly, you don't exactly find it for sale in this country anymore, which is tragic in its own right. To be honest, it's awful. But I've got no idea what coal tastes of. I could guess, but then that's not going to be a very well researched story. So asked Claude. It's like, so the taste of like coal dust or coal if it lands on your tongue, and it started lecturing me about the dangers of licking coal.
Okay.
And then I was like trying to convince it. I'm not planning on licking coal. I just need to know the information. And it says, "Oh, I don't think I can actually tell you what coal tastes like, because I'd be encouraging you to lick coal. I don't advise you on to go out and lick coal. Licking coal is ill-advised because it contains lots of toxins." But so that was stupid. But also just the fact that it refused to tell me meant that if I was like truly dedicated to the cause, I would have had to go out and find some coal to find that, because the AI was refusing to tell me what it would taste like. So I was going to have to like go and find some to actually taste it. So it was obsessed with telling me not to. It's so messed up.
Maybe it was objecting to you making content for miners.
Could be. Yeah, it's true. Exactly. This country is officially against coal miners now. Just
this content is not intended for miners. You see that all the time.
Yeah, exactly. You must think of the miners. Yeah.
And also you're Welsh as well, so you should.
Oh, exactly.
Know.
Yeah. You think it would be, that's the sort of knowledge I'd just be born with.
Yeah,
like what coal tastes like.
Yeah, you'd probably have that for breakfast.
Yeah. Paperclip. Paperclip theory is getting more real each day. What's that? Could be this. I don't know. Oh, Space Cat. Me waiting for a short because the crossing Quadzilla oscillator on the 1 hour, not financial hour. Don't follow anything. Don't know. I'd have to have a look. Probably have to wrap up. Rambled for too long.
Yeah, I need to go for I need to call my mate back actually, but
sure.
All right, thank you everyone for coming along. I wish I'd shorted Solana when we were talking about it, but never mind.
Oh yeah. Oh well, too busy rambling. Just want to say, number of people watching is brilliant on these different channels, different platforms. And do go and check out Mafftopia. Do get subscribed. It's daily science and technology news, and me rambling a bit like I've been rambling during this thing, but maybe even a bit more focused as well on the topic, rather than just random topics. So do check that out, and head over to the website as well. And I'm sure there's something about Say with Crypto we should probably mention. But you've seen a lot of Quadzilla today, and if you head over to savewithcrypto.org/QZ, then you can get even more Quadzilla in your life, and it's a premium indicator on TradingView that just levels up your trading. Essentially, you get access to the Save with Crypto Trading Discord, which you get anyway. It's free, but in any case, so do go and check that out. And that's about it. Done.
Right. Okay. Thank you for coming, everyone. Please do like the stream on the way out, and I know tomorrow's Tuesday, but I do fancy doing a live stream, so maybe I'll do one later on in the day or something. But either way,
yeah, sure. Give me a shout if you do.
Yeah, I'll let you know in the Discord anyway, and yeah, and on X as well. All the links are down below. Right, trade safe, and we'll see you probably tomorrow.